Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage and this is Captain America Civil War. You get 12 superheroes in one movie. I repeat, 12 superheroes in one movie, and they're all fighting each other in one giant epic scene. Who would have thought that that would be possible, and be possible in a big blockbuster with big names on the big screen? But the great action aside, what's even more important is that a movie with that many characters works in terms of story and involvement. Given not all of the superheroes are front and center, but it's still a lot. Civil War continues where Winter Soldier and Age of Ultron left off. It struck me very early how similar many themes are with that big other superhero face-off, Batman v Superman. Where superheroes fight, there will be collateral damage and sometimes even casualties among innocent citizens. The Marvel movies were mostly very light-hearted, some of them of course more than others, and Civil War tries to combine both sides. When you look closely, it's a very dark movie dealing with quite serious and also political topics. Actually, politics is a very integral part of it because our heroes have to decide if they put their forces in the service of the United Nations or if they rather continue to act as vigilantes. Being the 13th movie in the MCU, it feels right and earned, and the serious tone fits. When superheroes turn on each other, it has to be darker, because otherwise it would feel like a harmless schoolyard brawl. On the other side, there are your typical quips, especially from Ant-Man, who is so much fun in this movie. Like so many times before, the combination works most of the time. There are maybe one or two moments where I thought the humor was a little bit out of place after a very emotional and also sad situation. But that's only a minor thing. Sometimes the movie has also some little pacing issues, and the time between those intense action scenes felt a little bit stretched. Now I will sound like a dumb action guy, but that's not the thing. But dealing with so many characters comes with a price. It's kind of a two-edged sword with these movies, because seeing that many different and beloved characters is a blast. Their chemistry, their interactions, it's all so much fun. But on the other side, I wonder if the movie would feel tighter and more focused with less superheroes. I know that's blasphemy and I love the movie for what it is. But having seen The Winter Soldier for a second time last night, that movie felt more balanced and paced faster. But again, this is complaining on a very high level, because Civil War is an awesome movie and you have to somewhat judge these Marvel movies other than your typical action flick, because it's not just only one single movie, but it's also part of a bigger cinematic universe. It has some of the best action in all of Marvel, it has a kick-ass Black Panther, and Spider-Man was amazing! The decision to present a very young Peter Parker is already paying off, because his interactions with Tony Stark were pure gold. I love that guy already and I can't wait for his own entry. The movie is also the most mature of them all, and it's not that easy to pick a side. To make it plausible that heroes fight each other is a very difficult task, and it can happen quite easily that you start to dislike one side because all of a sudden they appear stupid or stuff like that. But not here. Every character has his motivations, and therefore the conflict was way more emotional for me than I was expecting. Especially at the end, because unlike a certain other movie, this confrontation really goes all the way. Some people are arguing that you could cut Daniel Brühl's villain Zemo completely out of the movie, but I was happy he was there. He's not your typical villain and he's only in some scenes, but I liked how his character motivation was mirrored by some of the Avengers. I haven't even touched on details on single action scenes, great moments that stood out for me, but I think you get what I think about Civil War. It's a spectacle and a psychological thriller at the same time. It has the most superheroes you've ever seen on screen and is still able to tell a well-written, coherent story that develops logical from all the things that happened so far. It could be a little bit faster paced, but come on, it has Ant-Man fighting Spider-Man, and I loved it.
Hey everyone.
That's it guys, like always, please tell me in the comments below what you think about Captain America Civil War. And if you enjoyed this video, share, subscribe, whatever you like. Hail to the king, baby!
I could do this all day.
You were not my